Hi, my name is Cindy Riak, and today we're going to continue the conversation around how to deal with difficult people. This is the second video that I'm producing, and the first one was about what is your first line of defense? Excuse me. What is your first line of defense when you're in a relationship of some sort with someone who is really being difficult in terms of either being mean or communicating in a way where they're not owning their experience and projecting a lot of stuff on you. These are like a few choice scenarios, but I can talk more about that soon. So in that last video, I talked about how if someone was being either aggressive or isn't willing to hear what's happening for you, it's really useful to just take a step back and excuse yourself from that situation. So if you're in the same room and you're arguing with this person, you can say, hey, I need some time out. I hear that there's something going on with you. I need a 15-minute break, or I need for us to not talk for a while, whatever that may be. So that was the last video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to get on the same page. And that seems like a big thing, but it's actually the first thing, really. And what that means for me is, like, why would you get on the same page with someone? For you, being in a relationship with this person, either romantically or in the workplace, or if this person's your child, why would you want to get on the same page? It's so that you can essentially like look at the relationship and notice that there's ways to work it out. And for the person to want to get on the same page with you, or for you to get them to agree to be on the same page as you, it's essentially getting their buy-in. So like whatever you do from that point forward, you're essentially agreeing to, hey, we're going to work something out. So getting on the same page means like having a context, or basically like understanding why you would want to be having this conversation and working towards what. So getting on the same page to me is essentially having a buy-in as to whether or not you want to move forward in any particular direction for the relationship. So for example, if what's important for me is, hey, I'm noticing that we're having this conversation over and over again, and it's really challenging for me. I feel upset all the time. It seems like you're upset all the time. Like, what I want is for us to have space so that you can hear what I need to say, and then I'll give you space for what you have to say, and then we'll move forward from that. Is that okay with you? So one of those pieces is, hey, I'm going to name what I want. And then the second piece is, do you want that too? And in here we can have space for any sort of other clarification, or for some, like if the other person, like the person who who's challenging to be in relationship with is needing something in addition, or or needs to amend that. But like there's suddenly a conversation around, like, what is it that we're actually doing, and like what can we do consciously moving forward? Like, what is it that we're actually doing? So essentially this conversation, this interaction that I'm talking about, is setting a context for this relationship in this moment in time. And getting on the same page is a particular flavor of that, because you're creating a space for each person to buy in and agree to have this particular context in order to move forward in the relationship. So once you have this layer of, hey, I'm going to name this context, like this is what I need for us to have this relationship to work, including having this conversation, like basically creating context to have the conversation or to work through something. It comes back with several options. If the person says yes, then hey, you created the context to have this conversation. You can work it out. Yes, I want to work it out with you. Yes, I want the same thing you want. And as soon as you're on the same page in terms of like, yes, like I want that too with you, then the conversation can move forward. If you offer the context or you want to get on the same page with this person and the person says no, then there's essentially nowhere for you to go. You have to basically leave the conversation unless it comes back as, I don't really want to talk about this thing over here. What I really want to talk about is over here. In which case, the context, the content of the context is shifting, and you're basically handed back with a tennis ball. And like before pitching back, you want to consider: do I really want to hit this ball back? Do I really want to have this conversation with this person? Yes or no? And it's really a dance of like let's get on the same page. You're on that page over there. I'm on this page over here. Before we can even really build a relationship where this conflict that we're going through can move forward, like whether or not you're the difficult person or the other person's being difficult, like you really got to get on the same page or else the conversation doesn't go anywhere. And really, like the reason why we're talking about how to do this or how to navigate this is like, hey, you're in a relationship with someone or you're being difficult in a way yourself. And there's triggers and emotions and stuff running through. And really, there's a need that's happening on both sides, your side, their side. And before you can start addressing those needs, you actually have to be on the same page. So that's this piece for how to deal with difficult people. And I hope that it makes sense. And if you have any questions about it or you want more clarification, just let me know. Thanks.
3, 2, 1.
Alligator. Okay, I don't know where to put this. Hi, my name is Cindy Riak. That's awful. I'm gonna start over.